You know that you can speak English. You know that you will be able to reproduce your thoughts. But due to some reasons, you are not able to actually start speaking English in front of people and start conversations. So, how to deal with this problem? In this video, we are going to see some of the tips that would actually work to start speaking English if you are not doing so. So, without any delay, let's get started. Hi, Namaste. Welcome back to Learn with Gautami channel. The first thing you need to remember is that you need to stop being judgmental to yourself. We know that judging others is not good. So, why do you judge yourself? We are judging ourselves a lot. We judge ourselves whether I will be able to make a good conversation. Will I make a lot of mistakes? Will that other person judge me if I won't speak good English? Will I be able to frame good sentences? What if he does not understand me? All these questions are running into your mind because you are judging yourself. So, the first thing you need to do is that you need to stop being judgmental to yourself. Okay? If you start being judgmental to yourself, then automatically your confidence is going to improve. Your confidence is going to increase and you will try to speak. Okay? So, stop being judgmental to yourself. The second thing is that you are afraid. Okay? I told you so many times, you need to overcome your fears. The fear of speaking English, the fear of making mistakes, the fear of fumbling in the middle. It is a language. You need to remember that English is your second language. Am I right? See, you need to be proud that you're at least trying to speak, to learn another language. So, stop being afraid. Just overcome your fears. Instead of thinking too much about your fears, just focus on how to overcome your fears. Okay? So, don't waste time thinking of, I'm afraid of this, I'm afraid of that. I'm afraid because I make a lot of mistakes. I'm afraid because I fumble a lot. I'm afraid because I mispronounce the words. I'm afraid because I use a lot of filler words. See, mistakes are your best friends. The more mistakes you do, the more mistakes you are going to correct and the more you are going to become perfect in this language. I mean, you are moving towards perfection. Okay? So, don't take your fears as your negatives. Instead, work upon them and accept them. Okay? Accept your fears, embrace your fears, and try to overcome your fears. That is how you are going to improve in English. Don't be afraid of making mistakes. If you are making mistakes, it means that you are improving because you are coming to know the areas in which you need to work upon. So, try to embrace your mistakes and work upon your mistakes and try not to repeat your mistakes. Okay? The third thing you need to remember is that you need to have self-acceptance. Okay? You know it or not. Some people criticize you. Some people judge you. Okay? But don't take them too seriously. Just accept them. Don't discourage yourself. Taking into consideration their views, don't discourage yourself and stop speaking English or stop learning English. You know the importance why you are learning this language, right? If you have a good command over English, you can avoid a lot of misunderstandings if you are speaking to a native speaker or if you are speaking to your colleagues or to anyone who knows only English. Right? You know that you need to learn this language. That is why you are trying too hard. What is the use if you are spending a lot of hours struggling hard to learn this language? You know that you can speak very well if you are alone. But what is the use if you are not able to deliver a good message and share your thoughts to your colleagues or to someone whom you want to speak to? Right? You are learning this language in order to improve your communication skills. Right? So, even if someone criticizes you, don't bother too much. Just accept them. Self acceptance is something that you need to work upon and develop for yourself. It is not going to come to you by birth. Okay? You need to work upon it. The more you face, the more you need to accept it, and the more you need to work upon your mistakes. Okay? If someone judges you, if someone criticizes you, if someone tells you that you are not good at it, then try to work upon that area. Try to work upon your mistakes and try to become fluent. Remember that. Don't forget that. The next thing you need to remember is that you need to be consistent if you want to speak at any time. Okay? For example, if you are on a diet, what would you do? Will you stay hungry each single day, or will you reduce the quantity of your rice each and every day? Absolutely the second one. Am I right? The whole day you are going to be hungry, and the next day if you eat your if you eat completely, full your stomach completely, is it called a diet? No, right? It is called a diet only if you are cutting down your intake of your proteins or carbohydrates or fats in a measured manner each and every day. Am I right? That is same in case of practicing speaking English. It is not that you are going to practice speaking English all hours one day and you are neglecting it or forgetting to speak English the next day. Okay, you need to be consistent. It may be even 1 hour of speaking, 1 hour of reading, or 1 hour of listening, or 1 hour of writing each and every day. That is main important. Consistency means you are doing it each and every day. Okay, so don't think that you are going to struggle too hard one day and the rest of the week I am going to take rest. No, you should not think like that. Only if you are consistent, then only you will be able to speak this language instantly. Okay? Otherwise, you would stress yourself a lot because you will not be able to frame nice sentences. You will not be able to give the appropriate answers to the other person. You will not be able to recollect the phrases and idioms at that particular time, and you will not gain enough confidence to deliver that speech or actually speak at that particular moment. Okay, so you need to be consistent in speaking English. Each and every day you need to speak at least for 15 minutes. It is obviously fine. You will find the change in your fluency a lot if you are being consistent. Not only that, your confidence levels are going to improve day by day. So never forget to be consistent. It is not that you are going to learn this language for 1 month, 2 months, and you are going to leave this language after you become fluent. What happens is that after some days you will not be able to speak because we are humans. It is not that we have dumped something into our brain and we are going to recollect it whenever we want, right? We are not a personal computer. We are not computers. We are not robots. We will not be able to do that, because if you are not being consistent, each and everything that you dumped into your brain will move to passive memory. Whatever is in passive memory, you will not be able to recollect it. Okay, unless and until you are going to stress yourself. So you need to keep in mind, you need to be consistent. And if you ask me how much time will it take for me to speak English fluently, the answer from me would be, if you enjoy this process of speaking English, you can obviously speak English very fluently in a very short period of time. It may be 1 month, it may be 2 months. Okay, but if you are stressing too much and if you are burdening yourself, then it will take a little bit longer time to speak English fluently. So why don't you just Focus on the process instead of thinking too much upon the end results. End results will change only if you work on the process. Am I right? If you are working a lot and if you are working upon your mistakes, then the process of achieving your goal is going to reduce. That is what you need to keep in your mind. So instead of focusing too much on the end results, just focus on the process of learning English and speaking English and how to become fluent in speaking English. So, this is all I wanted to tell you in this video. If you follow these tips, then definitely you will be able to speak English. Okay, just be confident. Whatever opportunity it may be, don't lose it. Just grab that opportunity and utilize it to prove yourself. You are going to speak fluent English within a few days. So if you like this video or if you like the work that I am doing useful, then please consider subscribing this channel. Please smash that like button so that it will be shared to few more people who knows that they can speak English but they are not utilizing their opportunities to actually speak English. Please share it to your friends and family members who want to speak English. Thank you for joining me till the end. See you soon in the next video.